Allison, and I grew up in the exotic locale of McLean, Virginia. So sometime in 8th grade, our teacher asked us to write about what we would do after we graduated from middle school. So I took that opportunity to illustrate what I would do the rest of my life up until death. So it has a pretty straightforward start. 1988, age 13. I graduate from Little Langley Middle School. I nailed that prediction. And then 1988 to 1992, age 17, I attend Madeira High School. Though in the drawing, I'm not actually inside of Madeira, I'm just standing outside by a tree. 1992 to 1996, age 21. Off I go to Harvard. Which, for some reason, included a giant amount of space between the R and the D. And there's no explanation for the swarm of pterodactyls. And on the ground, next to me at Harvard, are my textbooks. Harvard offers some really advanced subjects. Like that book on top that's just called Read. 1996 to 1998, age 23. I attend graduate school. Look at all the books you have to read in graduate school. And in the drawing, I had to come up with names for all of those books. So we have some very important graduate level subjects in there, such as movies, drama,
so much
vocab, very important in grad school. Grammar, misspelled. We've got books about famous people, the world's greatest thinkers. Einstein, Monroe. Not sure if I meant James or Marilyn, but I'm pretty sure I meant Marilyn.
Harper.
Lincoln, and of course, 1988 presidential candidate Walter Mondale. And then I really started to run out of ideas for book titles. Birds, plants, grass, rocks, trees, insects, people, presidents, actresses, lawyers. And the sequel to my Harvard textbook Read, we've also got a book called Words. Cats, dogs, birds again, bees, hamsters, misspelled, and fish. Now that I'm finished with my post-baccalaureate education, life starts to get interesting. 2000, age 25. I am a lawyer for the poor. That's me and my client, a poor guy. You can tell by the patch on his pants, a straw hat, and the fact that his breast pocket is right there in the center. But he looks happy to have a lawyer. 2001, age 26. Hopefully I wrapped up all the poor guy's issues, because he's out of the picture. Now I'm being interviewed and offered an audition. For what? We will find out. 2002, age 27. I filmed my movie. Not a movie, my movie. But then my movie star career gets put on hold because 2003, age 28, I become a law partner with a man. mine, but I took a 2-year break from practicing law to film my movie. And there's some very important law books there next to us. Case 1, Case 2, Case 3, and 2 separate books called Law. 2004, age 29. Things are apparently going well at work because we move in together. Someday you too can have a Me Too story with a happy ending and move into a house with 3 rooms. 2005, age 30, we get married. And in case you can't tell, it's a Jewish wedding. We're under a hookah that has my Hebrew name Leah emblazoned on it. And my husband has just stomped on the traditional glass. 2005, age 31, we have twins. A boy and a girl. 2005 was also the year of our marriage. But if I was pregnant at the wedding, at least I wasn't showing. And here are the twins growing up. They look just like me and my Jewish lawyer husband. Except the boy has no mustache. Then things really get moving. In 2007, at age 33, we have another baby girl. In 2009, at age 35, I go back to school to study politics. Of course, I go to Harvard Politics School. And by the way, even though I'm only 35, the 3 kids seem to have ravaged my once youthful appearance. That my career had stalled with the 3 kids and going back to school and all that. Nope, I stay on track. In 2014, I'm 40 and I become president of the United States. Doesn't matter that there was no presidential election that year. Harvard Politics really paid off. And you'll note that it's a bun from here on out now that I'm 40. 2015, age 41. My entire family comes to visit the White House. And I somehow have 5 grandchildren. Even though the twins are 10 and their little sisters are 8. 2022, age 48. It's the last year of my 2nd term. All my bun-wearing 40-something elementary school friends came to the White House. But once you've already had 2 terms as president by age 48, what do you do? 2032, age 58. I return to acting with the role as a kind grandmother. My film appears to have won a Grammy, which is unusual in the film industry. But with someone as well-rounded as me, anything is possible. 2034, age 60. Life has become much simpler. My husband and I live on a farm in a house with only 1 roof. 2036, age 62. So much for living simply. My husband and I say goodbye to 3 grown kids, and we fly around the world and we feed the poor. I mean, if you're gonna tackle global famine, you might as well make a vacation out of it. 2038 is a rough year. My dad dies, and you can't really tell in the corner, but very un-Jewishly, he's laid to rest in a giant open casket. And on the bright side, my mom looks really happy about moving in with me. In 2048, at the age of 74, fulfilling my own notorious RBG dream, I come out of retirement because I am named a judge. 2058, age 84. After serving 10 years on the bench, I retire back to the farm and get 2 horses and a pool and feed more to the poor. You have to be impressed with this commitment to the poor. But you would think at age 84, I would have some other creative solutions to their problems besides feeding them giant bowls of rice. And they keep drawing. In 2060, at age 86, my timeline claims another parent when my mom dies. But she lived a really full life up until age 110. But not as long as my lifespan. In 2090, I finally died at age 116. A lot happened during those years. The good news is there was no World War III. People live on the moon and underwater, but I like Earth best. My son wins a gold medal for inventing a liquid that makes people live again. So maybe my life isn't really fully over at 116 because all I needed is my son's liquid. And I can go back to being a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a president, a judge, a philanthropist obsessed with feeding the poor, and a Grammy-winning actress. I did end up going to law school, although I went to UVA, not Harvard. I now am in fact a lawyer, although the other 5 careers have not really taken off. Although me, right now on this stage, is probably as close as I'm ever going to get to my Grammy-winning I did marry a lawyer, although he does not have a luxurious mustache. In fact, grow a mustache once, but it looked incredibly creepy, not luxurious. And he's agnostic, not Jewish, but he did agree to have a Jewish wedding because he really wanted to stomp some glass. And I was, in fact, pregnant at my wedding. And cheers! Unfortunately, I was showing. I did accurately predict the number and genders of my kids, although I didn't have twins, which I was really upset about. But the first 2 are only 19 months apart, so Irish twins. Thank you guys for listening. I know I still have a few things on my checklist to do, but the good news is I'm going to live till 2090, so there's still plenty of time. And since I don't know most of you, and most of you probably don't care if I ever retire to a farm or win a Grammy or fly around the world feeding the poor, we'll let that go. But I'm pretty sure there's some of you in this audience that really wish I was president right now. Yeah.